Good afternoon. My name is Eric Sanders. I am honored to have been chosen to be the Master of Ceremonies for this very special event. It is an event that nobody could come see because we are doing it virtually because of the coronavirus and all of the impacts on the citizens of the Mid-Coast. I have been honored to work with Belfast Creative Coalition, and that is the executive director is Lorraine Brown, and also the co-producer of this event was Judy Erickson, and she's wonderful, although Canadian. So today it's Saturday, and you're actually going to see this beginning on Monday night, Memorial Day, on Belfast TV. I would also like to thank Ned Leitner, who has done an inhumane amount of work, most of it positive today, although the police are still circling the Crosby stage, which is where we are at right now. What happened today, I'm going to tell you what happened and why, and then how. And the how part is so important. So what we did today was we had a seismic event on the steps of the Crosby. I call it the concourse, the plaza in the front. You had a host of bands, I think 64, 78 bands today, and they all had 5 minutes each, so they played about half a song. But we got it all on tape, and you're going to be viewing it tonight. That was a joke. But the real deal is people have been shut in and continue to be nervous about going out since, I'm going to say, about March 15th. And today, we actually had people performing, talking, doing interpretive dances, things like that. Bands, lovely folk music. You're going to hear some beautiful music on this show. But what is really important was they were able to get out and do it. And it's been a long couple of months for artists. This event is the beginning event of a series that is going to continue to showcase art, visual art, paintings, drawings, probably poetry, hopefully poetry. I love poetry. But mostly it's going to be an event that encourages you, the viewer, to support the arts. I am not an artist per se. I'm a drummer, which means I can count to 4. But being a drummer, you sit in the back and you watch all the art happen. And I've been in bands all my life, and today was really fun to watch and listen and be out in the sunshine. But we couldn't have people there, so we're doing it on a virtual Zoom and this show. We are going to be offering up services of these very artists that are producing art that you're going to see on the show, or music that you're listening to, or all kinds of things. And we're also going to be incorporating youth later on in terms of talent, local talent. And the goal of the show and series through the Belfast Creative Coalition is to expand the footprint of our local artists across the country into markets such as New York, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, etc. So it's a pretty big deal. And we're taking baby steps today, so I'm really glad you joined me. So that's what we're doing. Why are we doing it? 3 main focuses here. To support the arts in Belfast, number 1. Number 2, the artists and the Belfast Creative Coalition have graciously offered to help support Belfast Keep the Faith Fund. That's a fund that is very near and dear to my heart as I sit on the city council as mayor. That allows people to get food vouchers in this very treacherous, fragile time. People can get food vouchers for food. Unemployment is like 20%, and we need to help people. The other aspect of that is the very, very important part of our small downtown businesses. And the Keep the Faith Fund offers a lifeline, if you will, of a $500 grant. There's also the Waldo County Bounty. That is to help make sure there is no food insecurity in Waldo County. And that's a huge thing. So that's why we're doing it. So the artists can express themselves after a couple of months of being cooped up. Haha. I say cooped up because the name of the show is The Sky is Rising. You know the Belfast chicken story and the Belfast chicken. The sky is rising. And I have to tell you today, it felt like under sunny skies, it was almost normal. So hopefully you'll join us and appreciate the next 2 hours. Again, my name is Eric Sanders, and I think the other thing that I want to point out is, how do you purchase this stuff? You're invited to buy the art. The art is for sale. Proceeds of the art will go to these designated funds that I've just mentioned. There are two ways to get the art. One is to call Belfast Creative Coalition. Let me get the number, just 1 second. Belfast Creative Coalition, the number is area code 207-338-0986. Let me repeat that, 207-338-0986. Also, you may go to the info section or tab at belfastcreativecoalition.org. So having said that, let's look at some entertainment. Let's be entertained, let's take a deep breath, and remember that we are human, and so are the artists, and I hope you have a great time. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Bill Smith, and I'm going to play you a good wake-up song for the first song. Sounds like this. Wake, shake, days of breaking, peas in the pot, hoe cakes baking, early in the morning, almost day. Don't come soon, I'm gonna throw it all away. Green corn, come along, Charlie. Green corn, don't you tell Polly. Green corn, come along, Charlie. Green corn, don't you tell Polly. Green corn. Now all I need is creations, 3 months work, 9 vacation. Tell my boss any old time, daytime's his, the nighttime's mine. Green corn, come along, Charlie. Green corn, green corn, green corn, don't you tell Polly. Green corn. Now all I need to keep me happy is 2 little boys to call me pappy. One named Bill, the other named Davy. Like their biscuits, sop and gravy. Green corn, don't you tell Polly. Green corn, come along, Charlie. Green corn, don't you tell Polly. Green corn. Wake, shake, days of breaking, peas in the pot, hoe cakes baking, early in the morning, almost day. You don't come soon, I'm gonna throw it all away. Green corn, come along, Charlie. Green corn, don't you tell Polly. Green corn, green corn. Well, that was called Green Corn.
How about that, Bill Smith? Bill Smith. And that, my friends, was a banjo. I know, it's exciting. Very good, though. Warmed my heart. Thank you very much. Please feel free, if interested, in contacting Bill about perhaps playing a special party down the line when everything is up and running again in society. The number and the website are on the bottom of the screen. Our first painting that is up for auction is called Spring Snow, and it's from an artist, a local artist named Penny Lynn. And the price of the art is $250. Now hear this, the entire amount of the fund, God bless her, is going to go to the funds that we talked about earlier in the show. So there it is. If you want to purchase this art, which is quite stunning, please call the number below and or use the email. That's what this show is about, connecting art and artists with you, the viewer. So the question again is, how do I purchase an article that is for sale or reach out to a band? So if you want to reach out, the easiest way, cell phone, area code 207-338-0986. That's the Belfast Creative Coalition. Their info at belfastcreativecoalition.org. That's how you reach out. I'm very excited about this next piece, though, because I love tomatoes. Because tomatoes are fruit and vegetables, as we all know. And there's a lot of them on this palette. This is a person that I consider a famous local artist, has a shop right across from City Hall. Susan Toby White. This piece is called Tasty Tomatoes 2. It's 24 by 30 acrylic on canvas, and the price for purchase is $2,280. 20% of that will go to the food banks. So I want you to keep that in mind. That's the price. This work, I would say, is emblematic of her style, of her not of her life in art, but it is of a range of art that you would be familiar with if you knew her work. So I encourage you, you can always go online and look at it as well while we're doing this show if you have more questions. But that is the price. Let me repeat that, $2,280, and the name of the piece is Tasty Tomatoes 2. I know, I'm excited too. I wonder what Tasty Tomatoes 1 looks like. I know, but here we are with number 2. I'm a little concerned about this next band because I've been in bands all my life, and I was taken back in time travel today. The band is called Osmia, right? Okay, Osmia. I heard it defined by Ned Leitner, of all people, as a fuzzy, screech-toned, a somewhat alternative rock and roll band, Hendrix-esque. So I'm very excited, but I want you, if you have a beverage and things like that, you want to make sure you've set it down and that you're comfortable in your chair, because basically once this starts playing, you're going to be pushed back 3 feet. It's really awesome. So please give me a warm welcome to Osmia.
Hey, thanks, Belfast. I Thanks. Thanks for having us, Creative Coalition. Thank you.
So thank you very much. We've all survived Osmia, and I want to thank them again because I've been in bands like that, and what a joy for me in that band. But that was very cool. I had a good time with it. I'm going to talk about a piece of art now from, I jokingly said Leslie Gore, You Don't Own Me, but 1964. This is a little different. It's called We're All in This Together. And it's Lesla Soccer. Soccer. Bless you. Leisure suits. Leisure social. Leisure social. We're all in this together, Lesla. This is a medium wax sticks and gouache piece of work. Dimensions are 10 inches by 10 inches, and the price is $200. $200. Now, the artist receives some money, but the Waldo County Bounty will receive a large portion of this. So again, the name of the piece of art is We Are All in This Together. And I was joking about the name. It's a very beautiful name. It's probably the most beautiful name I've heard all day, probably all month. I'm not going to pronounce it again, though, so I apologize. I do want to talk about a very cool kid. I call him a kid. He's probably 25 or 30 now. I don't know. But I knew him when he was just a pup. His name is Noah Fishman. I know Noah. I knew his dad. Great people. Noah went to Princeton, right? That's a big deal. That's a big deal. This is a Belfast kid, multi-talented musician here in Belfast. Goes to college. Then he goes to grad school out in Michigan. I was going to say Manitoba, but somewhere way out in the sticks, where he develops this passion, this art for the mandolin. So we're going to be checking out a piece of his work, but I wanted to give props to him because this kid had the courage to leave town, and now he's offering back his work for us to view. And that is what it's all about. And I know his dad is really proud, as I am. Ladies and gentlemen, Noah Fishman. welcome back. I'd like to introduce a piece of art now called Quanta Bay Cook Stream. It is from the Searsmont Bridge. The artist is Jim Hillman. It is acrylic, 30 inches by 30 inches. The value is $300. All of the proceeds go to benefit the Waldo County Bounty. And here's a quote, which is meaningful, from the artist. My childhood summers were spent in Searsmont Village. That experience and many summer vacations since planted the images of the main landscape and its people firmly in my mind. Thus, they became the subject of many of my paintings. So again, we're here for art, folks. This is what we're doing. And I'm so thrilled to be offering this up for sale. So again, the price, $300, the artist, Jim Hillman. And please know that all of the funds are going to benefit the greater good of artistry and people in Waldo County. Now, I want to talk briefly about the next musical act, A Voice of an Angel, really. I mean, variously described, Voice of an Angel. The name of the band, the Becca Biggs Band. It's for people, I know Dan Miller's in it, but I would call the music Americana. And I think what a glorious thing on this Memorial Day weekend to be able to offer this up to you. So, the Becca Biggs Band, ladies and gentlemen, have some fun with this. Beautiful music.
Hi, Belfast. We're the Becca Biggs Band. This is called Mountainside.
Come on down the mountainside, waking from your sleep. Maybe for the morning light, run away with me, 'cause I can't wait. It's killing me. I can't wait. My heart is lost at sea. I have loved you all my life. You have said the same. If you don't have to marry her, and I won't have to wait, 'cause I can't wait. It's killing me. I can't wait. My heart is lost at sea.
Thank you so much. All right. This feels amazing to be out here with people. We call this Lunchbox song, but I just mentioned my dog, Lunchbox, one time. Here we go.
Been a lot of places, just me and old Lunchbox. I see a lot of nice people, but I never stop and talk. Don't know where I'm going, don't know where I'm gonna be. Don't know it's the right way, and that's alright with me. 'Cause I got nowhere left to go. 'Cause everywhere's just the same to me, and I ain't got a home. Swimming in the sunshine and bathing in the lake. I know a lot of nice people, but they don't give me a break. I don't know where I'm going, don't know where I'm gonna be. I don't know it's the right way, and that's alright with me. 'Cause I got nowhere left to go. 'Cause everywhere's just the same to me, and I ain't got a hope. See you all that one day, you know it's coming soon. All of you nice people know I always hated you. I don't know where I'm going, don't know where I'm gonna be. I don't know it's the right way, that's alright with me. 'Cause I got nowhere left to go. 'Cause everywhere's the same to me, and I ain't got a home.
Welcome back. Thank you, Becca Biggs Band. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Now, I want to talk about briefly, everybody in town knows what the Keep the Faith Fund is. We've outlined that earlier, but it's had a groundswell of support since its inception about 5 weeks ago, with donations totaling, private donations, over $40,000. People just giving to give back to the community in these difficult times. And that is the essence of what we are doing today and starting for the artists. So there's another project, though, that I've talked about briefly. It's called the Waldo County Bounty. Catchy name, but I wanted to outline what it is very briefly for you. It's a community fundraising and resource sharing campaign designed to improve food security for all people in Waldo County, Maine during the COVID-19 crisis, period. The end. Food security. And by doing this work through a collaborative, community-informed, and strengths-based approach, We are also holding vital space for cross-sector action planning and the development of new efforts. So you may visit waldocountybounty.org if you wanted to make a private tax-deductible donation and to get involved. You can also support it today through this show. So, speaking of which, our next piece of art is called Belfast Bay Fiddlers, and it's by David Esty. It's an acrylic painting mounted on wood panel and cradle framed. The size, 19 inches by 25 inches. The price, $1,350. Don't let it shock you. It's worth probably a lot more than that. And 100% of this cost will benefit these two programs that we outlined today. So thank you, David Esty. Again, the name of the painting, Belfast Bay Fiddlers. I'd like to welcome a special guest now, Sarah Trunzo, very talented singer-songwriter, actually currently living in Nashville, where she's performing her career and growing it, and at the same time, she is basically the producer, the driver behind Waldo County Bounty. And an interesting point in this piece that you're about to see, she spoke to us about the need to not only have food security, but to have art security. That performing, which is a lifeblood for many artists, if they don't have a chance to perform, it's like they don't have a chance to eat. And it's very, very important that that message gets out in this time. I know on the other side, when there's vaccines or whatnot, and things have calmed down, everything back to normal, this is what I want you to remember, that these artists, they need to perform just as much as they need to eat. And in giving back to the community through things such as the Waldo County Bounty, they are able to do that. That is what today the essence is. So again, without further ado, a warm welcome, and please enjoy the music of Sarah Trunzo.
It's the last week of the month again, and I'm choosing between food and medicine. Medicine and heat. Heat and doing something with my girlfriends. I suppose the choice is easy, 'cause I refuse to let the pipes freeze. Let a bunch of ice bust up the best thing that I own. Nobody tells rich men what to do with their millions. Got a bunch of ideas for my 750. Check on the stars and smoke one cigarette after I put her to bed. Don't worry, I did not buy them on my EBT. This place was given to me for taking care of my man-made. Watch fade to nothing while the roof goes to rust. It's hard to get out all that much, but I take her to the senior lunch just to watch your eyes light up much of at least for my 750. Check on the stars and smoke one cigarette after I put her to bed. Don't worry, I did not buy them on my EBT. It's the last week of the month again, and I'm choosing between food and medicine.
Hi everyone, my name's Deb Rose, director. I'm a local artist here in Belfast, the fabulous city of Belfast, which actually is truly fabulous. And today was an example of the fabulousness of this town because I was working at home, staying home like I'm supposed to, and I heard this amazing music all day and I thought, oh my God, what's going on down there? And I finally came down and I only had to walk a couple of blocks, like 2 houses to get here, and there was this amazing band, incredible, like a top of the line band playing here, and some local friends, but no crowd of people. And it turns out this is a virtual event. They're gonna put it online so everybody can watch it. All right, take care guys, have fun and enjoy the show.
A good friend of mine, used to be a good friend. We've worked together, and he had some difficulties with me, which is understandable. Eric Perkins, which is a wonderfully creative local talent. He's a director and a very fine actor, but he's a great human. He is a great human, and he directs shows for both theater groups here in town, Mid-Coast Actors and the Belfast Maskers across the street. He sent out a request for people to do versions of King Lear, right? King Lear. And he edited it into one 10-minute piece, into sort of like a virtual Zoom piece, using different people and different methods of the speech so that you get one finished product. So I'm very excited to show this to you because I'm immensely proud, both of the Belfast Maskers and Mid-Coast Actors, but also I'm very proud to say that Eric Perkins is my friend. So this one's for you, Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to the tragedy of King Lear.
Blow, winds, and crack your cheeks. Rage.
Blow, you cataracts and hurricanos. Spout
till you have drenched our steeples, drowned the cocks.
You sulphurous and thought-executing fires.
Vaunt couriers of oak-cleaving thunderbolts.
Singe my white head, and thou, all-shaking thunder,
Strike flat the thick rotundity of the world.
crack nature's mold, all German spill at once.
That makes him grateful man. Rumble thy bellyful.
Spit, fire, spout, rain, nor rain, wind, thunder, fire.
Are my daughters. I tax you, not you.
You elements, with unkindness, I never gave you kingdom,
Called you children. You owe me no subscription. Then
Let fall your horrible pleasure. Here I stand.
Your slave. A poor, infirm, weak, and despised old man, but
yet I call you servile ministers that will
with two pernicious daughters join your high-engendered battles
against a head so old and white as this. Oh,
'tis foul.
Welcome back. Welcome to Masterpiece Theater. Piece of art, very important, Grindle Point light. Gail Wardle, I believe is the artist's name. If I've mispronounced that, I apologize. The piece of art is beautiful. The price is $350. It's 20 inches by 16 for those of you thinking about measuring and where to place it. And 20% of that, at least 20% of that will go to the Keep the Faith Fund. So that is awesome. Now, here's a quote. The lighthouse is the first thing you see when the ferry lands in Islesboro. Grindle Point, of course, is Islesboro. I've always found the lighthouse structure and the varied surrounding landscape and water very intriguing. You can really feel the weather there. So as a father who had 2 children go to Islesboro School, I know exactly what she is saying. And it's very true. But that inspired this piece of art. So the price, again, $350, and it's yours. And 20% goes to the Keep the Faith Fund. And the name of the art, Grindle Point Light. Thank you. Now, to change direction just a little bit, I'd like to introduce a band. The name of the band is called Bookhead Sweet Tooth. I'll wait for you to catch up. Bookhead Sweet Tooth. I know, crazy. Wait till you hear them. I have never been to a New Orleans funeral. I've been to New Orleans, but the sound of this music, the roll of it, the pace, the tempo, the credence that it brings, just reeks of New Orleans. And that is very cool. So, without giving it all away, please, let your ears enjoy this. Bookhead Sweet Tooth, you're on.
Hello everyone, we are Bookhead Sweet Tooth. Play a song called Walkabout. Down with a muddy water mixing with a met Ninja Jane in Denver, Colorado. She's a good friend, Cindy Sue. Yeah, we hit the ride on down Albuquerque, singing songs about how the music save us all. Songs about how the music save us all. Armstrong Park. Well, I met old man Joe on the freight train. He little doggy, lucky lady. Songs about how the music save us all. Songs about how the music save us all. Walk down the street, all the buildings look like they're crying out, swollen with years, hard living, and all those tears they roll down Mississippi River. Well, I remember one day in the middle of summer, sweat was pouring down Bourbon Street. Took me a seat down at the Sing Sing Bar. Join all them crazy people. We got stranded inside of the wall. Oh, ain't nobody can sing the blues. Yeah, yeah. Oh, ain't nobody can sing the blues. I remember one day, late in January, the bone-chilling kind of cold rain. Thought I saw me the Grim Reaper standing in the corner. I was so far away from my home down in sunny Florida. Oh, ain't nobody can sing the blues. Yeah, yeah. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues like New Orleans can. Well, you know, I was drinking way too much. I was hanging out with Jack Nicholson's double. It's true. My good friend Mario, well, he just jumped over the moon. That's when I met the white-haired lady. She told me the story of New Orleans. You know what she said? She said, ain't nobody can sing the blues. Yeah, yeah. She said, ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues like New Orleans can. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues like New Orleans can. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues like New Orleans can. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues like New Orleans can. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues like New Orleans can. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Ain't nobody can sing the blues. Oh, like New Orleans can.
Hello, people. My name is Natasha. I'm part of the Restorative Artwork Group in conjunction with the Belfast Creative Coalition. This was a great opportunity to revive our arts here in Belfast. So the skies are rising. Stay tuned. We're going to come up next with another amazing event and a series of events and particularly even with the restorative artwork, we have a big surprise cooking for everyone. So stay tuned. Thank you.
So it's Gawler family time. I know. I first met the Gawlers 3 years ago on this stage when the Crosby first opened. They had a show. They asked me to host it and be the MC, and Judy Erickson sang a really killer version of a song that day as well. It's where I kind of first met her. But the Gawler family is this multi-generational, multi-talented, awesome family that is, to me, I'm going to use the Carter family as an example because that's how I grew up. The Carter family, Johnny Cash, etc. But the timeless music. So this is a couple of things here. We have the Gawler family, and then we have Molly Gawler, who's going to be performing an interpretive dance. She runs her own dance company. And also Shayna Bloomstein is going to be performing in that as well. She's one of the Gawler family members. So I really love this stuff, and I can only tell you, watching it today under blue skies made my heart sing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Gawler family.
Hello, everybody. We're the Gawler family band. Wow, we miss you all. Hello, Belfast. Here's a song called From a Distance, one that we love right about now. From a distance, the world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean meets the stream, and the eagle takes to flight. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the voice of hope, it's the voice of peace, it's the voice of everyone.
From a distance, we all have enough, and no one is in need. There are no guns, no bombs, no diseases, no hungry mouths to feed.
From a distance, we are all instruments, marching in a common band, playing songs of hope, playing songs of peace, playing songs for everyone. God is watching us, God is watching us, God is watching us from a distance. From a distance, you look like my friend, even though we are at war. From a distance, I can't comprehend what all this war is for. From a distance, there is harmony, and it echoes through the land. It's the voice of hope, it's the voice of peace, it's the voice of everyone. Singing songs of hope, singing songs of peace, singing songs for everyone. God is watching us, God is watching us, God is watching us from a distance. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you all. That was a song written by Julie Gold. Now we'd like to play a few fiddle tunes. We'll start out with Princess Nancy, written by Liz Carroll, our good friend, Irish fiddler from Chicago. Into Waste by Nancy Scorsese. Cortese. I'm sorry.
That's okay, Mama. Laura Cortese.
Thank you. And then we'll go into Dad's Reel, which is tuned from the playing of Louis Baudouin of the Northern Kingdom in Vermont.
Yeah.
Mama, it's okay. I just want to say it's hard for me to speak for about 45 minutes after I hear from a distance.
Come on over here, Papa.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Here we go.
into the next segment here seamlessly. You wouldn't even know it was happening if I hadn't said anything. But Molly has a dance company called Droplet Dance, and she is taking this next little chunk, this next little segment, and we're going to play some music for her. So I think we'll just stay up here.
Hello, everybody. We'll Droplet Dance for you.
We'll pass the stage over to Shayna Bloomstein now.
So I'm very excited. I didn't know this was on the show until I just saw it. I have a personal friend in the show, very quiet man. I believe he is a professor of art at Unity College. And he's had his work done. I've seen it at Chase's Daily. And he's a personal friend. And what's most interesting about this next artist is he shops at Goodwill, as I do. And he is always looking for things. We both dress with Goodwill clothes, but he also uses it, incorporates it, I think, as a way mentally to get into his art. The name of the artist that I'm very proud to be offering up today is Ben Potter. Benjamin Potter. The name of the piece is called Current, and it's gorgeous. It's an acrylic paint on canvas, 54 inches times 92, $3,000, and 20% is going to be donated to the both funds. So $3,000. Don't ask me, but 54 inches has got to be, that's almost 5 feet, and then 92 inches is about 16 miles. He does big art. So the piece is called Current. The number is below. The price, again, $3,000, and he is a special find and a personal friend. Now, after this piece of art, the thing that I'm going to swing to next is Anna Dean and Tom Fowler. Oh my God, they are like, it's a gorgeous duo. They happen to be married, thankfully, but if they weren't, they'd be playing music together every night, and that's what they do. And it's inspirational music, and I'm going to say it's incidental. They just come up with it. They just do it. And she's got this energy that's just beyond belief. And Tom thinks he's funny, and he's not, but she sort of supports that, right? And so it all, like any good relationships, it just sort of works itself out. I'm teasing, Tom. You're hilarious. You're hilarious. So I want to introduce this piece from Tom and Anna Dean Fowler, and I want to put this in your brain. This is the type of thing that, and I will ask them right now on the air, they can say no because it's TV, but this is the kind of thing that I think they would want to offer up to have at a barbecue, to have at your house party in the fall or winter when all of this is over. They're great. Please welcome the Fowlers.
Virus Blues, take one. Action.
Got them coronavirus blues. It's just a steady stream of bad news. I'm bored out of my shoes, can't even kill it with blues. I got them coronavirus blues. They stuck a swab way up inside my nose. It may as well have been a garden hose. But hell, I feel fine. I'm biding my time, kicking back here with my old sweet wife. Got them coronavirus blues. It's just a steady stream of bad news. I'm bored out of my shoes, can't even kill it with booze. Got them coronavirus blues. How about you, John? Well, I'm self-quarantined and I'm self-medicated. I've tried beer, I've tried weed, I've even tried medicating. Oh, got them coronavirus blues. It's just a steady stream of bad news. Can't even kill it with booze. I'm bored out of my shoes. Got them coronavirus blues. Well, I'm in isolation. It's a tricky situation. I've got work to do, but it's a nasty flu. Got them coronavirus blues. Got them coronavirus blues. It's just a steady stream of bad news. I'm bored out of my shoes. Can't even kill it with blues. Got them coronavirus blues. Got them coronavirus blues.
Hi, we're the Treehouse String Band. Thanks for listening to that original song.
Thanks also to the Belfast Creative Coalition for organizing this event, The Sky is Rising. What a wonderful idea.
In support of our dear friends and neighbors, we ask that you consider making a donation to the Belfast Keep the Faith Fund or the Waldo County Bounty.
Also, we count among our friends and family many professional musicians who find themselves out of work and income at this time. Please take a moment to check out one of their virtual shows and drop a donation in their tip jar.
Thank you, Belfast, for being you. We love you.
So I have two pieces of art that I would now like to present. One is earrings, which is art beyond belief. But before we get to that, I want to talk about a piece by Dita Ondeck. Okay, the name of the piece is Fire and Ice. It's gorgeous. I think you're looking at it right now. If not, you will be shortly. It's 10 inches by 10 inches acrylic, stretched canvas, unframed, local color gallery. All right, the price is $250. All right, $250. Fire and Ice. You can buy it by calling the number below or using the email. Transitioning into another form of art, because as I spoke of today, there are all kinds of, how do you define art, right? You can't. It's what people make of it. But this is very cool. Silver earrings. This is the Emily Schaefer Studio. Now, these lightweight, contemporary silver earrings are hand fabricated from sterling silver in Emily's Washington Street studio. So, silver earrings, the price, $140. Free shipping or local pickup. So these two pieces of art are up for grabs right now. And trust me, once somebody has bought them, they're gone. So there is a little timeliness to this. I'm going to transition to another piece of music from a group called the Pinwheel Brothers. Gorgeous music. They did a sound check today of Roger Miller's King of the Road, which was, it's funny when you hear people just warming up, man, you hear sometimes the best music that you've ever heard. I have a special place in my heart for the bass player. The bass player who's been carrying around the bass that you're going to see him playing since junior high school. And if you take a really close look at Vic Treadwell, you'll realize he's no longer in junior high school. But he's been carrying that around because he's a dedicated artist. Not only that, stop the show, he is the station manager at WBFY, our local radio, 100.9, where I've been asked, and I've gotten to work with him once a week when I do a show there. It's fantastic. He gives so much to the community. And he's the bass in the band. And it's a pretty big deal. Also, of note, he, today, except when he was playing bass, produced all of the audio quality that we're listening to for all of the pieces of music that were filmed today. Took all day. He gives from the heart, he plays from the heart. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Pinwheel Brothers.
We're the Pinwheel Brothers.
Yeah,
See?
Pinwheels. Our brains are powered by wind, so fortunately it's a breezy day.
Because the wind is high, you know the rest.
Yeah.
Where are we off to?
Are you off to biscuits? Or
We are off to biscuits. Leftover biscuits and Cheetah A7.
Yep, got it.
It's like the wind in my microphone. I like it. Leftover biscuits, leftover ham, leftover gravy in that old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause it's leftover me. Well, I asked my wife if I could go out with the boys. Just a little party over at Billy Roy's. She said that's fine too, you know that I don't care. But I didn't tell her it was a 3-day affair. Leftover biscuits, leftover ham, leftover gravy in that old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause she's left over me. Well, I went to a party over at my neighbor's home. Me and my neighbor's wife were in the kitchen all alone. She was making biscuits while I was making time. Caught in the act about that little old wife of mine. Leftover biscuits, leftover ham, leftover gravy in that old frying pan, leftover coffee, leftover tea. Now I'm all alone 'cause she's left over me. He didn't get the kick in.
Didn't get you gotta step in a little bit when you're singing.
I thought we'd go to San Antonio.
Wow, okay.
Or double bit.
Double bit, go.
Double bit, okay. Wanna do my intro? I wrote this song many years ago, and it's not about my wife. Anybody who knows my wife, it's not about her. It's a lovely little tune I wrote equating love and hardware. It's called the Double Bit Axe. My baby can cut through my shell in just one whack. She can get to me, you know, she doesn't have to ask. She's sharp, though she doesn't have to harp. She can
That was an original by Ben here.
He's responsible.
Wow, really?
It's the first time they said that.
Somebody has to be responsible, Ben. Clearly, it's not so close.
What's up with you?
Well, you're more in the mic for the singing end of it anyway.
Is this Chinese fire drill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chinese fire drill.
Are you ready?
I hope so.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
You ever feel lonesome and you're down in San Antonio? Well, beg, steal, or borrow 2 nickels or a dime. Call me on the phone. We can meet at Alamo Mission. You can say a prayer. The Holy Ghost and the Virgin Mother will heal us as we're kneeling there in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. If you ever have sorrow or dreams that you have blown, with no hope for tomorrow except the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling with the dreams that might have been, and the next good morning sunrise will be the brightest that you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight. If you ever have sorrow for the dreams that you have blown, with no hope for tomorrow except the setting of the sun, and the ocean is howling with dreams that might have been, and the next good morning sunrise will be the brightest that you've ever seen. In the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight, in the moonlight, in the midnight, in the moonlight, midnight moonlight.
Thank you, Pinwheel Brothers. Thank you very much. From here. Ow. 2 pieces of art I'd like to recommend right now. The first one is called Landing Crow, and that is by an artist, Chris Ingman, oil and gold leaf on mylar. It's 8 by 10 inches, approximately under glass and framed. Price is $650. Don't forget, folks, we are doing this for the artists, and we are doing this for the community. So that piece of art, again, Landing Crow, Chris Ingman, $650. Please purchase it as soon as possible. Now I want to get to another piece of art here, and it's the title is called Nocturne, Made Hay, Sun Shone, by James McDonald. That is marquetry on panel.
It's wood.
Wood on panel, marquetry. The price, $1,400. Now, here's a phrase, coinciding influences of wandering around a local barn sale, captivated by old handcrafted farming implements, and learning of James Whistler's nocturne paintings. Of course. But when you look at it, you understand. It's exactly what it looks like and feels like. So these two pieces of art are up for sale right now. Again, this piece is called Nocturne, Made Hay Sunshone, the artist James McDonald, and the price is $1,400. I got a thrill to hot off the press here. My 11-year-old Piper, name drop, will be very excited about this because she got for the holidays, she's too young for a cell phone, we think, so we got her an iPad, which we didn't realize at the time. We're older parents that iPads are nothing but large cell phones. Anyway, I digress. She now has Instagram and things like that. She discovered this rock group, this folk group, and I think she's captivated by them, if you know what I mean. The name of the band, the Oshima Brothers, right? So I have an email that was just sent in here. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Hey, Judy. That's the co-producer, Judy Erickson. This is from the Oshima Brothers today. I'll have our manager send you 2 live videos of us today. Anything else you need from us? Thank you for this amazing project. Thank you. Thank you, Oshima Brothers. Check this out, folks. This is wonderful.
I've been on the road for miles. You told me to call you when I get into your county, looking for a place to lay a while. Take me into all the corners of your daydream, pull me in and listen to a heartbeat long enough to lose all track of time. And I'm driving at 65 'cause you said come and get me. I can't stand one more sleepless night alone, getting closer to you. Get into your county, looking for a place to lay a while. Oh yeah.
That was the Oshima Brothers. Bless your hearts. Thank you. And it is an amazing project. And thank you very much for contributing. So we have two artists that I want to talk about. Zelia Correa and Mark Dietrich. They're both local artists. Her piece is called Trellis Flower Art Piece. It's 20 by 30 canvas. The price is $269.99. Taxes applied. It's shipping and handling are excluded, and it's a spring interpretation of flowers and weeds by the roadside in Maine. And Zelia is a photographer, artist, and designer. Mark Dietrich's piece of work is right here for you to view as well. So I want to make sure that people understand. So I'm going to let both artists talk about themselves. Here you go.
Hi, my name is Zelia Correa, and I'm happy to be a part of this event, and it's a great cause, so please check out our website. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Mark Dietrich, and I'm here in Belfast. And I used to get into a lot of trouble when people asked me what I've done, a little bit about my history, and I used to say I used to be an artist. Got me in a whole lot of trouble. I went to Pratt Institute. I was part of the happening movements in New York City in the 60s and early 70s. Then I stopped making stuff. And I had like a 40-some-odd year fallow period, which I'm now coming out of. And this is a really appropriate time. First place, the Belfast Area Creative Coalition is a great organization, and putting on this event, and there's going to be a lot more happening. We've had a horrible winter with pandemics and everything, but now things are blooming. Things are coming out. The azaleas are in bloom. So I have a piece in the show here. I'm very happy to be part of this event, and I think the arts are going to blossom here in Belfast. They already have, but it's bigger and better. Starting to sound like Donald Trump. I'm sorry. So don't get me going. But anyway, we really have a fabulous art community here in Belfast. And thanks to BACC and everybody else who's done so much, and food cupboards, we have a lot to be proud of and a lot to be happy about here in Belfast. And again, I'm very happy to be part of this event.
Hi folks, Judy Erickson here. I loved co-producing this show. I think I found out what I want to be when I grow up. Anyhow, Eric had to leave because he went, to the little boys' room. But I wanted to talk about this wonderful band. They are called Captain Obvious, and they rock the house. I could see windows shaking across the street from the Crosby Center. They just made it party central. It was a great way to finish our afternoon. I would like to invite you to watch this. You're going to get blown away. You might recognize the drummer.
From every state fair to you, this is Call Me the Breeze! Call me the breeze, I keep blowing down the road. Well, now they call me the breeze, I keep blowing down the road. I ain't got me nobody, I don't carry me no load. Well, ain't no change in the weather, ain't no changes in me. Well, ain't no change in the weather, ain't no changes in me. And I ain't hiding from nobody, nobody's hiding from me. Oh, that's the way it's supposed to be. Well, I got that green light, baby. I gotta keep moving on. Well, I got that green light, baby. I gotta keep moving on. Well, I might go out to California, might go down to Georgia, I don't know. Well, now I dig you Georgia peaches, makes me feel right at home. Well, now I dig you Georgia peaches, makes me feel right at home. But I don't love me no one woman, so I can't stay in Georgia long. Now they call me the breeze, I keep blowing down the road. Well, now they call me the breeze, I keep blowing down the road. I ain't got me nobody, I don't carry me no load. Ooh, Mr. Breeze.
I'm sorry about that, but welcome back anyway. That was the band that I'm in, Captain Obvious. Actually, we had a great time today. It was wonderful to play. 2 more pieces of art, and then I just want to wrap it up briefly, if you will, with an overview again of where we are now, why, and where we're going from here. But first, these are beautiful pieces of art. The first one is called Eden, James MacDonald. We spoke of him earlier. This is, again, marquetry, wood, and pyrography? It's funky stuff. On panel, $1,200, 1200. Isn't that beautiful? It's gorgeous. It can be yours. Here's a quote: Eden has layers of meaning and looks to see the magnificence in our everyday ordinaries. Oh, beautiful. Eden. Buy it. The second piece of art, very interesting, because in the description I had a question, not sure, but here it's called Tomatoes, right, plural, by Dan Kirchhoff. Acrylic on paper, the size is 20 inches by 15.5 inches horizontal. The price is $300 and framed, comes framed, all to be donated. Now the piece is 1 tomato, right? So that's my first question. Why call a piece tomatoes, plural, if the art is only 1 tomato? I don't have the answer, but maybe that's one of the reasons you should buy this, and you'll find out. The second question is it's being told to us that the tomato in question, the painted tomato, was executed in 2015, that it was an actual organic tomato bought at the Belfast Co-op, executed in 2015. What the hell does that mean? Aren't tomatoes already expired when you buy them? Again, a great artistic question. Anyway, beautiful piece of art. It's called Tomatoes, $300, and all for a good cause. Now, Dan's other work you can often see in the Free Press, where he does little cartoons and little photos and little pictures. So art is all around us. So I just want to wrap this up. You have seen where we were today and what we did today. And the why, again, one more time, is so artists can have a chance to express themselves, and people that have been without art for the past 2 or 3 months can have a chance to see and purchase and bring it into your home. Not just have all these virtual Zoom things, you can actually own it. It's a way to connect or reconnect local artists of all various types, as you've seen today, with the people who have been supportive and so supportive. And then the artists on top of that, and the Belfast Creative Coalition, under the guidance of Lorraine Brown, have decided that this program today will go to benefit both the Waldo County Bounty and the Belfast Keep the Faith Fund. So I'm Eric Sanders. Bless your hearts for watching this. I hope you had a great time. This is the first in a series of events. Just think, things have been canceled throughout the summer so far. We are talking mid to late May right now, and yet they've canceled the Bangor State Fair. They've canceled the Celtic celebration. Things are being canceled left, right. There are buildings not open for business yet, so there's a great unknown. What is known, what is important, is that art lives. Art lives, and, God love you, the people that support the arts live. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been an honor. Thank you to Judy Erickson, the co-producer, Ned Leitner, who spent his entire day doing all of this filming, and all of the people that performed today. Have a blessed holiday weekend, and take care.
Along the mid-coast lies this harbor where the Passy meets the sea, where the bay calls to the sailors and the summer air is sweet. Took its name from Northern Ireland when settled long ago. They built multi-masted schooners and captains built their homes. Belfast, Maine, pretty little city by the water. If you haven't been, you ought to come, but you might just want to stay. Belfast, Maine, take a little walk on down by the water. Boathouse out to City Point to point you on your way. She's been rough around the edges, working fingers to the bone. In the sardine and the chicken plants, hardened people called this home. Then 40 years ago, some people came to get back to the land. The locals shook their heads, then shook their hands. Belfast, Maine, pretty little city by the water. If you haven't been, you ought to come, but you might just want to stay. Belfast, Maine, take a little walk on down by the water. Boathouse out to City Point will point you on your way. Well, they worked on things together, bringing changes to this town, with a nod to where we've been and an eye toward where we're bound. Now we've got art walks, farmers markets, and we've got music in the streets. We've got boatyards, we've got Elvis, we throw a party New Year's Eve. Belfast, Maine, pretty little city by the water. If you haven't been, you ought to come, but you might just want to stay. Belfast, Maine, take a little walk on down by the water. Boathouse out to City Point will point you on your way. From the boathouse out to City Point will point you on your way.